All right.
I got two hothead stories. One deals with infamous softball guy, slow pitch co-ed.
Boy, slow pitch co-ed, how can you get so angry in a co-ed? You know, that's just embarrassing, isn't it?
It is.
Should be fun.
I was pitching, and it slipped and kind of, ball got close to him, and he stared at me and gave me this glare.
Oh, he's ready to charge. He's ready to charge the mound.
Like that ball was really going to hurt him, huh?
Yeah, and I started laughing, and I think that got him more upset.
Well, like you did it deliberately, please.
Well, the second one I did do deliberately. And, that one got him really upset, and he started walking towards me. And he was the typical softball guy, top-heavy, bald head, goatee. He was like pointing his bat at me, and everybody.
Oh boy! Does he bring his own bat to the games?
Oh yeah, he had 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I love guys that have their own case with their own bats, and it's like
like a pool cue.
We're talking co-ed softball. Could you use the team bat, please? Quit acting so serious.
Both batting gloves. He probably had eye black. I don't remember.
So did fisticuffs become the order of the day?
No. I kind of laughed, and I just turned around, and everyone else kind of ran out and stopped him. The umpires could tell he was actually serious. Everyone else thought he was joking.
Yeah, he was going to take a swing.
That's really what he wanted, is for people to stop him, because he probably got his ass kicked otherwise.
It made him look tough. He was.
Now, did you have a second incident?
Well, that one involved flag football, and it wasn't me. I was actually a witness to one of the dumbest fights I've ever seen.
All right.
In this league, you can rush the passer, and the guy was apparently being really rough to our quarterback, and our quarterback was like, "Hey, quit running into me."
Hey, you got to protect your quarterback.
Yeah, and I came walking up, and the guy just hauled off and punched our quarterback for no reason. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And
well, it's probably the frustration of chasing him around all afternoon.
We were losing. I mean, what's the point? We were behind, and he's punching our quarterback. A flag football game. It's just retarded.
Yeah, bad sportsmanship knows no boundary. Is this Jeff? Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, we're in a bowling league, a handicap league, and
handicap league.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a hothead in the handicap league.
For the difference, right? So after the game was over, they hadn't figured in the 80% of the handicap. They thought they got all 50-some of their pins, and so they thought they won all 3 games. I'm sitting at my table with my guys, and I told my guys, "Hey, I think we won the last one because they only get 80% of the 50-some pins." And the guy heard it from his table. And he screams over, "Oh, just take it, you lost," and blah, 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 whatever, Oh,
just take it? In other words, you can have the win?
No, he said, just take the loss, you lose. You lost, face up to it. So I walked over there, and I had drank a couple beers with a couple of his guys before down at the bar, so I just walked over and said, "Look, guys, I wasn't trying to start any problem. I'm just saying I think you only get 8% of the handicap." So what happens was I go back over, sit down, I'm tying my shoes. It was the end of the night. I'm sitting there with my guys, and I look up, and here he comes. He sticks one hand in front of me at the table, one on the back of my chair, and sticks his nose in my nose. And he says, "Hey, you want to go outside?" I'm like, "Excuse me?"
So he's been steaming for a while over there.
You said handicap bowling. Are all you guys handicapped, or is it?
No, handicapped and pinned.
Oh, okay.
Not physically disabled.
God, I was confused there. Cause,
I know what you're saying. You're thinking everybody's got a cane and everything else.
See, I consider all leagues to be handicapped in that respect. All of them have.
Righto.
Everybody gets a handicap. Right. But anyway, okay, I'm sorry. So he wants to go outside?
So he says, "Let's go outside." So before I can stand up, he shoves me, which, my feet are kind of tangled in my chair yet, and so I'm kind of bent, which...
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Can't say that word. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm actually a recovering hothead.
How hard is it when you're a hothead? How hard is it to stop being a hothead?
Well, you just gotta quit getting hammered at games, I guess.
You just take minute by minute?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just try to
day
stay
by
calm.
day, week by week.
Yes.
Go to group meetings and stuff.
Well, what was your worst hothead moment?
Well, I didn't get in a fight, but about 10 years ago, we had a female umpire in a softball game, and she had the Wings game in one ear and calling the game out of the other ear. And she made some bad calls, and of course I laid into her, and I threw out the, "You should be home cooking and cleaning and doing laundry," and and then she got mouthy with me, so I threw out the C word, and
Oh, Oh, man.
She ejected me from the park.
You hothead. She threw you out of the park?
Yeah, well, I went back the next night and looked for her and found her and apologized. And
Oh, good job.
Get your ass in the kitchen, fire up that stove. You got some cooking to do.
Yeah, well, hey, Mike, can I get a bitch for TA Systems out in Rochester Hills?
Hey, TA Systems in Rochester Hill. Bitch!
Boy, the C word in the middle of a softball game. Probably a bunch of families around, you know.
Of
Mom and
course.
Dad,
Oh, sure,
the
yeah.
grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Is this Dean?
Yeah, this is Dean.
You got a hothead moment?
Yeah, it was a slow pitch softball, but it wasn't us. It was actually a game before us. Guys were getting chippy or whatever going through, and next thing you know, they just had a huge brawl, so like in between short and third. So the ump goes out there to break it up. Some guy just sucker punches him, splits his nose wide open.
Oh, God, the ump?
Jeez.
Yeah, the ump was trying. There was like 4 or 5 guys fighting, and the ump's out there just trying to break it up. This guy come up right from the side, just sucker punched him, split his nose wide open.
Oh, man.
And then there was some guy in the dugout, and he grabbed the bat, and he was like trying to go out into the melee or whatever. And it was funny because his girlfriend was like holding on to his leg, and he was like trying to drag her out into the field.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she knows he's a hothead.
Yeah, and he's got a bat.
He didn't see it. Some guy come flying up from the side, just broadsided him.
I knew that was coming.
They called the cops, and cops came there. They kicked him out of the league and all that kind of stuff.
What's your problem, pal?
WRAF, is this Adam?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Got a hothead story?
Yeah.
Bring it.
What's going on? Hey, I was playing softball a couple years ago, and we've been a really bad. We were getting our asses kicked week after week. Well, it's our first game that we're going to win, you know. We're up 15-0. It's the last inning, and their batter comes up, and he hits one in the gap. You know, it's a nice shot. Well, I'm playing third base. Well, here comes the throw to me. As I catch it, he hits the bag. So I'm thinking he's going to stop. Well, he keeps going towards home. I throw a perfect straight to the plate. He takes about a 15-step run at our catcher, elbows up, sends an ass over apple cart, man. So next thing you know, the worst part about it was one of the old hotheads was on our team. He comes flying out of the dugout, trying to get at the guy. He punches our pitcher in the back of the head.
Jeez.
You know,
nice going.
Cleared, and he's swinging, and he's hitting our own guy in the head, and he's turning back going, you know, what's going on, man? Cut it out.
I can't believe these people. It's just so funny that you would think after high school, you know, once you play in your high school team, and you go to college and intramural or whatever, or you play in a league, your best days are over. I mean, you're never going to play anything more competitive. If you played high school football and you go on to play flag, it's not going to be as good as the competition you played against in high school because some of those guys go on to play, you know, they get scholarships at Michigan or Michigan State. Why is it that people, they just want to win so bad?
It's that competitive spirit. I mean, people get very, very competitive.
I get it in pickup basketball.
Really do.
You know, I used to be a member of the Y, and just playing ball at the Y, it's like, hey, man, why don't you pass the ball a little more often?
Oh, sure.
I get these ball hogs that never will pass the ball. They'll shoot every time, and it's like, hey, would you mind passing the ball once in a while? I mean, it's just for fun. It's like, well, hey, man, if you could hit a shot from 15, maybe I would. But if you could just keep throwing bricks up, no, I'm not going to pass you the ball.
I think it happens on Sunday afternoon, even with families when they get together for a little game out at the park.
Oh, yeah.
There's a problem.
Yeah, somebody gets way too competitive.
Anything, yeah.
Charlie.
Hey.
Got a hothead moment?
Got a hothead moment. Let's stick with the softball and umpire theme.
Oh, okay.
I quick pitched this guy who's a noted hothead. He steps out of the box. He goes into his Mike Hargrove routine.
What he say? You mean he's taking his sweet time after every pitch?
Yeah, he's very upset with the umpire, and he's grumbling. And he starts hitching up his pants. He's doing all this other stuff while he's looking down. I quick pitch him again.
All right.
Now he's very upset. So now I start talking to him. I said, no, I want to make sure everything's all right, get all set, everything's good, you guys, you ready to go? And while I'm talking to him, I don't even pull back my arm or anything. I just let the next one go right down the middle, called out on strikes.
Ooh!
He stands there for like 2 seconds. I figured this guy's coming after me. Turns around, hits the umpire over the head with the bat.
Oh, my God.
Man.
When was this?
This was at Rotunda Field.
How long ago?
Maybe 8 years ago.
Oh, God, that long.
Now, I just heard you speaking about the competitiveness. This was a fairly I won't say elite league. Sorry for that other guy, and his team sucked. But we were actually pretty good. And two of his own teammates come and beat the holy heck out of this dude.
No kidding.
Well,
wait, out of the dude or?
No,
out of the guy that hit him with a bat.
Oh, good.
Beat up the guy that hit the umpire over the head. Obviously, he's out of the league forever.
Yeah.
And I do believe there were charges brought. Because he put this umpire in the hospital for about a week.
Sure. He could have killed him.
Yeah, it's so hard to press charges against people for those hot-headed moments if they occur in some league environment. But I think, actually, the less competitive your league is, I would think the more likely a prosecution could occur because people would say, you know, how utterly ridiculous it is that in a co-ed league, somebody would want to punch somebody out over a call. But when you're in the NHL, those things very rarely end up in court, or Major League Baseball. I can't think of a Major League Baseball brawl that's ever ended up in court. Can you?
Well, it's about to. The one from last year.
Yeah, but I mean, in the history of baseball, you just don't have a lot of those going on. Let's see, a couple more hotheads. Kevin.
Yes.
Go ahead, you're on the rep.
We got a no-touch, no-contact roller hockey game. And we've been kind of abusing this team the whole game and just destroying them. About 2 minutes left in the game, one of my players goes into the corner, the smallest guy on the floor. Guy's twice his size, smokes him from behind.
Ooh.
About 6 feet off the boards, he goes sailing headfirst into the boards and lays there on the ground, doesn't move.
Oh, yikes.
Like, what the heck is going on here? Well, both benches emptied, and they kind of beat the bejesus out of the guy that did it.
Right.
They ended up carting the guy off the floor in an ambulance, taking him to the hospital, and he ended up just bruised spine, everything come back all right. But, I mean, in the meantime, it's, just kind of a useless thing happening for no reason.
Oh, yeah, sure. The guy could have been so hurt. I mean, look what happened to Drapes.
Is this Pat?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, this is a couple years ago down in St. Clair Shores playing rec hockey, and I joined this team halfway through the season.
Is it checking or no checking?
It was, mild. You're not supposed to check, but you can always, get in the corner. You can push people around and stuff.
Right.
This guy, he was like karate guy. I always heard him talking in the locker room how he's, kung fu master.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this guy, it gets great. I mean, we're sitting there playing. I mean, he got called for hooking or some, BS, obstruction hooking. Well, this is the end of the game almost, and he's jawing at the refs on the bench. And the refs, most refs are
heads up there. Got to watch your language.
They think, they're God Almighty out there, so the ref starts jawing back at him, and he's like, you want to go? This guy grabs the ref around the neck, around the jugular, and he's got him leaning over the bench, just wailing on this guy. I'm like, oh, my
God. What about the other players?
Wow.
And they stop him from doing that?
No, they just, the other player, we're all sitting on the bench like, oh, my God. It's just in, the shock of this guy actually going at the ref is like, what?
You can't even believe it. It happened so fast.
Yeah, come to think of it, I remember I used to run the scoreboard when I was a kid to make money, and it was like a 40 and over league.
Yeah.
And there were fights in this league like every other week. My gym teacher was the referee, and he made a call on this guy who was a huge hothead. He was a great player, though. This guy could hit anything from 20 feet. I mean, it was amazing. It's like, I can't believe these 40-something-year-old guys can hit 20-footers and 25-footers with such regularity, being at that age and at that point of their, basketball playing career. Anyway, he got a foul call on him or something, and this guy takes the ball. My gym teacher's like from you to me, and he just winds up and like he's gonna fire it at my gym teacher, and then he pulls the ball back. He had a giant palm, pulled it back, and so my gym teacher was like scared, listen, and he's like, hey man, you better have a pretty good lawyer if you're gonna do that. And with that, the guy winds up, and this time he lets it go, fires it.
No kidding.
And it hit my gym teacher. His name was Gene Talbot. Hit him in the head, and the ball bounced up so high it went up almost to the ceiling of the gym. It was incredible.
And then he had a big red circle on his forehead.
He did. He had the seams of the ball on his forehead, and he just collapsed in a heap. And then everybody was comforting him and all this. And
you could read Spalding on his head.
His teammates drag him out of the place. He's screaming at him the whole way, like, I'm going to get you. And
brother.
You're not going to get away with this.
Oh, jeez.
So the guy was banned for life.
Oh, wow. If that thing had been down just a little further, it would have just crushed his nose.
Is this Kian or Ryan?
Yeah, it's Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, I drive to Zamboni up at Mount Clemens.
Okay. Oh, did you see the incident that we were originally talking about?
No, actually, I wasn't working Tuesday, but we usually work on the weekends. But I was working at Fraser about 2 years ago.
Hold on one sec, Ryan. If you missed it, this is a big story right now, and it may end up in, well, it should, I would think, end up in court.
So, yeah.
Some guy in a recreational hockey league, and how old is this guy? He's what, in his 20s, late 20s or so?
Even mid or early 20s, really.
Things got a little bit competitive, and he got whacked by a stick. I mean, literally from behind, wasn't it? I mean, literally blindsided.
Yeah, he did. No, it was
swung that stick and bam, right in the eye.
Yep, right in the eye. And this guy has stitches all the way across his eyelid and his entire eye socket. In fact, I think
it's a mess.
There's a little bit of retina damage, and the eye socket is crushed. And I mean, his... Oh, it's just purple.
It's a
black
horrible,
almost.
horrible mess. But when you said Mount Clemens, that reminded me, Ryan. But go ahead with your story.
I didn't see that on the news, but a couple of years ago I was working at Fraser, and probably the craziest thing I had seen was there's a bar in a parking lot out there, and, you know, some guys got into it during a game and whatever, and they carried out in the bar in the parking lot. They started getting an argument, and they came out of the bar, and it turned into like half the team and half the other team. It was like 10
wow. Wow.
And this guy's going over and yelling at the guy. He kicks a dent in his car door and everything.
Jeez.
It was insane.
What is the matter with people? Why can't, you know,
they go berserk.
I just can't believe they can't just go, hey, this is fun. You know, my best days are past me, but
just get over it.
Just got to win. It's that important.
Oh, man. And once people get that mad, that's it. It just gets worse and worse. So
I often wonder
hysterical.
If it's people who are really frustrated with their lives and they have no outlet for their anger, like maybe their job's not going well, or they got 6 kids and bills to pay, and you know they really have no place to unleash it. And so, you know, here it comes out at this
some strange
amateur hockey game or basketball game. Hothead tees off on Milkshake. We're in the email now. I was in the last foursome in a golf outing and was on about a beer hole pace. On the 17th, I got hit in the foot by a ball from the senior league behind us. I snapped and teed the ball up and hit it back at her.
Oh, jeez.
Since I sliced it so bad, I went after her and teed off on her. I don't play at Sycamore Hills anymore.
He tees it up again.
Nice going, hothead.
Yeah, right.
And we're going to look at a hothead in just a minute. Omarosa, they actually had the clip where she got hit by the plaster.
Yeah.
And, you know, she ran around saying she had a concussion.
Yes.
Well, we're going to see the basis of her claim because they were doing the clip show on The Apprentice last night.
Yeah,
they showed us what they had not showed us previously.
Exactly. We saw unseen footage with a Trump explanation on that, so we have the truth on that moment.
A few years back, I played an outdoor roller hockey league in Canton, and there was this one team out of about a dozen that I swear had multiple fights or a bench brawl in every game. The cops even came out once because the fights kept going and spilled out into the parking lot.
Pretty soon they have an ambulance at every game.
Unfortunately, it took forever to get them kicked out because they were buddies with some of the referees. They were the biggest bunch of douchebags I've ever skated with, and somehow they all ended up on the same team. They must all have met in anger management. Hot-headed soccer player about 12 years ago was playing indoor soccer out at Franklin Racket Club. The guy on the other team looked familiar to me, but I couldn't place the face. Anyway, we had a free kick, and he wouldn't back up the necessary 5 yards, so our player kicked the ball right at him, which apparently PO'd him. The ball bounced off this guy and went towards the boards. As our player went after the ball, this a-hole grabs the back of his shirt and shoves him face first into the boards. Our guy turns around with a stunned look and blood pouring out of his mouth. We found a tooth on the ground. 2 or 3 of his teeth were shoved up into his gum.
Oh, the pain. Can you imagine the pain?
One of the guys on the other team yelled at his player saying, hey, this isn't hockey. At that moment, I realized that this... What? Oh, he's feeding me names here. He said he heard the guy yelling, blank, this isn't hockey. At that moment, I realized this jerk was in his... It's a very famous NHL figure's son.
Oh.
I had a lawyer contact me and asked if I could identify him, but that was the last I heard about the case. Let's see, 5 or 6?
Yeah, they should both be there. I think you got a light burned out.
Is this Doug?
Should be there.
No?
Dean on 5.
Dean, are you there? No?
Julie's good on 1.
Julie on 1.
Hey, Julie.
Hi, how are you?
How's it going? I wasn't expecting a chick to call in a hot-headed sports moment.
I
I've got a great one, though.
All right.
I'm a swim team coach.
Oh, okay.
And I had a parent who was upset with the lane that her child was put in to swim her race.
Oh, jeez.
And she climbed over several parents out of the stands, and she grabbed the starter pistol.
I love it.
Yeah. She grabbed the starter pistol from the referee and started firing it, scaring the heck out of these kids.
Oh,
She
man.
started firing it.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
So the kids thought, chick running around with a gun. Oh, my gosh.
What a nut. So how did they resolve that?
They grabbed the pistol from her, and she's banned from coming in there. Someone else has to bring her kid to practice.
That's so bad. Well, that reminds me of that tennis player. I don't know if you're familiar with her. Is it Mary Pierce?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Her dad it's like his picture is up at every professional tennis location that there is. He is not to be allowed anywhere because he drives his daughter nuts, screaming at her.
Oh, you would believe these parents, even the swimming parents, they get crazy.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, parents can be really out of hand.
That is so embarrassing. I'm just embarrassed for those people. I can't believe how. But grabbing the starting pistol, that's a first. Can anyone please try to top that?
I know.
I love that.
And climbing over all these people to get to it.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Chris.
Great show.
Thank you.
All right, so this was my dad. He's really kind of a big hothead. He invites me back for one of his hockey games. He's like, "Yeah, come watch me play." He plays goalie.
Mm-hmm.
So he stones this guy in a breakaway, and the guy smacks him in the back of the head with his stick.
Ooh.
And it's kind of a small arena, so you can hear him chat on the ice.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, it's just a love tap." And then you hear my dad. He's like, "Oh, I'll love tap your ass and do it again."
Yeah.
And so the guy comes around and he does it again.
Of course.
And so my dad, "Hey, get your butt over here." And so the guy comes at him. My dad hip tosses him into the goalie net. He's got that big fiberglass head. And he just starts unleashing on this guy's chin. And this guy was out. He's out after like.
I love that, throwing him into the net. How humiliating.
Oh, I know. End up in the net.
That's kind of like the mob thing where they cut off the guy's unit and put it in his, throwing the guy into the net.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You got a hothead story?
I have got a hothead.
All right, bring it.
I was 14, and I was playing for my first year. I'd never played baseball before, softball, anything like that. I grew up as a swimmer. And I was 14 years old. I was a freshman in high school, and I was playing on a church softball league, which is a joke because you can't drink, you can't swear, or you get thrown out.
Right.
Well, when you're 14 in church, you're probably not supposed to be drinking in softball.
We're playing with, it's mostly middle-aged men, reliving their glory days.
Oh, okay.
And picking on the 14-year-olds that don't know what they're doing. And it was one of my first games, and they always put me like ninth in the order, right?
Yep.
And I'd catch for like 2-3 innings and not know what I'm doing. And catching in slow-pitch softball sucks because the ball never gets to you. And you get throws at home plate, and they're like 20 feet off the mark and stuff like that.
Well, you can block the plate, though, and be part of some incredible collisions. Because
that's my story. That's what's coming.
Yeah, I knew some cheeseball would want to take you out.
There's tons of hotheads in this league anyway, probably pissed off because they can't drink and they can't swear. And we were playing one of my first games ever, and there was this giant, behemoth of a man on the other team. 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds.
Oh, jeez.
Giant mustache. I mean, just that look. He's upset.
That's great.
So he's like on third base, and I don't even remember how he got there, but somebody gets a hit, and he comes barreling down. And the throw gets to me in time. And it's like my first time a play at the plate ever.
But it's not a force out, right?
I'm 14. I'm a kid. I don't even know what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah, and a freight train is coming for you.
So just like I just stand there and I put the ball out in front of me and close my eyes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Goes down, and you hear, like, under his breath, like, "Look out, punk." And he just puts his, you know, all I can see is, like, fat and a mustache. And he puts his shoulder down and just levels me.
Oh,
right?
man.
Lays me out, and there's, like, that collective from the benches because, you know, it's like,
sure.
And I went flying back, and it was one of those things where your jaw gets rattled and your butt hurts.
Man.
You don't even know where you are. The wind's knocked out of you.
Yeah.
The guy ends up being out because I was laying on the ground, and the softball was resting on my chest. I like lay it out at the sides, and
so you never really lost the ball.
I'm just staring up to the clouds.
Yeah, right.
And the guy was out, and he was pissed off.
Well, why? I don't understand. If the ball's resting on you, you still don't have possession of it. Of course, I'm taking this too seriously.
Yes, you are.
What?
I didn't lose consciousness or anything like that. I was just kind of staring up into space.
Yeah.
Well, they probably called him out because he was such a jack.
Oh, of course.
Slamming into this guy. Any more we should take, Mark?
I think we should end.
Oh, too funny.
Number 2?
Yeah.
I love the big mustache.
Hey, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, hi guys. How are
Hi,
you?
Mike.
Good. Got a hothead story?
Yeah, we were. I had 3 brothers and a sister when we were growing up. But all the brothers, every time my parents used to go out of town, we are out for dinner. We would end up playing sports in the family room, and we used to take those Nerf hockey sticks and duct tape them so we could play hockey down there. My one brother hit my brother across the face with the stick, left a nice little welt. So he's running along the wall, and 2 of us checked him right through the paneling. It's a cartoon character. So in a panic mode, what we did is we...
Wait, let me guess. You must have put another piece of furniture in front of that part of paneling, like you rearranged the room or something?
Yeah, actually, we nailed a bookcase to the wall and all the medias on it. And my kids came home, and they're looking around the family room, and the first thing they say is, "Wow, you guys did a great job redoing the family room." And this goes on for 5 years, and one day at Christmas, my dad decides to put a Christmas tree where the bookcase is.
Yeah.
So he first takes all the books off, tries to figure out why the bookcase is nailed there. We said, "Well, Dad, you know, we didn't want it falling on any of the kids." Yeah, good idea. Get a hammer. I want to take the nails out. He takes the hammer and takes the nails out. We all scattered. About 5 minutes later, we hear him just pounding it back in, and to this day, he never asked what happened.
Is that right? Wow.
Well, that's pretty cool, Dad, actually.
Oh, yeah, really.
That's funny.
Well, that was the hothead.
Oh, that's great. All right.
Subject, hothead. Got some
Okay.
emails here. I worked with, this is relating back to this case in Mount Clemens where we may have a court case. Some guy just whacked this guy in the eye with a stick from behind.
Stick. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a
it's
sucker stick.
It's Bertuzzi-ish.
It was the same thing. I mean, basically from coming up behind and getting him from the side like that. Yeah.
There's no broken neck, of course, but this guy's eye is a mess.
Yeah, they talk about some retina damage, and that socket, I think his eye socket is pretty badly damaged. There's stitches all the way across his eyelid. It looks like his eyelid almost separated, and the whole area is a deep purple.
He wants to take legal action, which some people feel that once you're on the ice that you're outside the reach of the law. Anyway, this led to a bunch of hothead stories. People playing in, small-time athletic events and clearly losing it. Steven says, I worked with a guy that's got a son who played soccer. At one game, the Arabic ref made a bad call on his son, so he yelled out, "You stupid."
Oh.
And then he says, "Sand N-word." He was banned from soccer for the rest of the year. Can you believe that?
Oh, man.
When his kid is playing?
Yikes.
I mean, the comment alone is bad enough.
Holy smokes.
The hothead of our league had several run-ins with our team over the years. His team was probably at this point fed up with him. In his last bout ever, he sucker punched our goaltender, of course, for no reason at all. Our guys started heading towards him, and to our surprise, his team went the other way, leaving him to defend himself. The funny thing is he grabs a goal net and starts skating with it as a shield. We eventually back him into the boards. The rest you can fill in for yourselves. He was ejected from the league and not allowed to play the Mount Clemens League ever again. Oprah. I was flipping channels this morning on the way to work. You guys are in commercial break right across a radio show I usually seek to avoid, but something was played on Jimmy Kimmel last night, a clip from Oprah Winfrey during the afternoon where a woman was talking about the alternate, sometimes obscene meanings of common terms. The terms mentioned was salad tossing.
They mentioned that?
Now, this woman who's graphically explaining what salad tossing is, and this is allowed to be played on the air with no bleeping or editing. The woman was not a doctor or a psychologist or anything. You know, it's interesting. We were talking about that with some internal people here yesterday. As you know, now that Janet Jackson showed the nation a boob, we all have to spend half our life wondering what can be done on the air.
Yeah.
So we'll come to find out that
she goes off into the sunset.
If Oprah talks about or describes in graphic detail, as she did salad tossing, she can do that. If we play it on our show the next morning, if this law passes, we could get fined $500,000.
You're not kidding.
Now, somebody explain how that works, or what.
I'd love to have that explained. I'd love to.
Does that make sense? Same thing with Friends.
We can't even go near that.
There's stuff on Friends that goes on. I mean, they make some pretty bawdy jokes. I mean, they're not bad, but they're out there on the edge a little bit. They play one on Friends that is deemed okay for TV because they played it. Mm-hmm. They ran it. We could run it the next morning, and somebody could end up, getting us in the neighborhood of a $500,000 fine, if this thing passes, of course. And they're saying, there's already people saying it's unconstitutional before it's even passed, but yet they're still trying to pass it.
Oh, sure they are.
Somebody explain that to me.
Please, please, please. Exactly right. It's so frustrating.
Hothead. I was coaching in a high school hockey game in London about an hour and a half from Windsor, and the ref makes a call at a very critical part of the game. Ref happened to be a friend of mine. The player from the other team doesn't like it. Remember, this is high school hockey. My buddy, the ref, goes to the box to make the call, leans into the glass to tell the timekeeper the call, and the player comes up behind him and punches him in the head. Obviously, the kid gets a boot from the game, and then after the game, my buddy, the ref, is leaving the arena, and a car almost hits him. He gets the plate, and unfortunately for the driver, who turned out to be the kid who got kicked out of the game, the ref's wife is a cop. In the end, the kid did 30 days for assault and was placed on 2 years probation. Wow.
Man, oh, man. Oh, wow.
Softball's a major home for hotheads. I agree. Basketball, too. The big thing now is for players to take their new $300 bats and hit balls at the pitcher from the other teams. These incidents usually don't result in fights, but it does result in the other team hitting at their pitchers. It can be very dangerous. At the higher levels, pitchers will go out on the mound with goalie masks. The best thing is the softball message boards that fuel the anger. It's sweet. Been playing softball since I got out of baseball and have been an umpire for a while, and the arguing and fighting are worse than you can possibly imagine. It doesn't matter if it's men's, women's, or co-ed. Actually, the worst of the women because they think they can get away with it. Bad language and the bitching. A dozen of us at college in 1978 formed a pickup team to play in a softball tournament in a nearby town. A few of the guys were football players, but no baseball team members and no one on a softball league. We got there, discovered the highest score in a game would win a keg of beer. Our first game was at 9 a.m. We batted around once in the second inning when people began to gather, talking and pointing. The tournament directors approached, all serious. The rules say no ringers, the guy said. None of us played softball, we argued. They blotted out our team on the bracket, gave us our money, and I think they called the police. We requisitioned their keg and returned to campus, never to play again.